Hi everyone, this is Joanne Fink from Zenspirations, and I am making some signs for my friend Riza's wedding on these beautiful stained wooden boards that she brought over with Sakura's Pen Touch pen. I'm using this silver one, and it's so easy and so much fun. I just wanted to share how to do it. So the first thing that I want to do is make a little bit of a test layout, maybe even 2 or 3 test layouts. So I trace the board so I know approximately what size, and I think because I know this is the longest sign I've done so far, I'm probably going to want to try more than one layout. So I'm going to trace it twice, and I'm just going to put the board over to the side. And this is going to say, "Oh snap, help us capture the love." And I think it's really nice to have things that contrast differently. And I don't know how many of you have my book on Bible journaling, but it's a great book full of information on layout and lettering. And the type of lettering that we're going to do is explained in this book. And there's also, in addition to lettering styles, there's also a lot of information about how to lay something out. And no matter what you're laying out, whether it's a sign or a scripture, different layout techniques like contrasting the size or the color or the style of lettering make a difference. So for this, we're going to do "Oh snap" really large. And as my first test layout, I'm just going to do "Oh snap." And since this is a rough, I'm not going to take the time to really build the lettering up. But this has divided the board so that I have a big "Oh snap" here, and then kind of a long skinny column. So I'm going to try as a layout a different style of lettering, a different size. Help us capture. That tells me I will have to start capture that way. The love. And since weddings are all about love, I'm making love a little bit bigger. And I think she also wants it to say, share your photos. And so I have "Oh snap, help us capture the love." I know we want a little camera that tells people they're supposed to put this on Instagram, and share your stories. And then I know at the bottom we're going to have hashtag RYJ Nichols, CHOLS. See how once I jiggled the pen a little bit, it automatically got a lot brighter. So I think help us capture the love. I'm looking at this and thinking that if I put "help us" on the same line, that I would have room to do "share your stories" in the same style as this. So I'm going to try this layout again. I'm going to save some space for a flourish, because regular watchers know that I like to flourish stuff. Oh snap. Okay. And then I can try. I may need to do a thinner pen, I'm not sure. Help us capture the love. And then I'll probably do a little heart divider and share your stories. Or share your photos, I think it's supposed to say. Share your photos. And then hashtag, and we want this to be in big letters so that people know that they're supposed to hashtag this on Instagram, etc. And then that gives me this space that I can use to put my little camera, which I don't have to really draw out again, but I know will be there. So I think this is a workable layout, and let's get started on the board. So since I have this layout that I'm basically doing, and I'm going to work a little bit slower so that I can fill the letters in as I go. Because one of the things I've learned from doing a few signs now is that you do not want to get your hand in the paint, and therefore you need to wait for it to dry, or I'll show you a trick in a minute. You can turn the sign around. So in order to get up to this flourish that I want to fill in, since I'm concerned that some of the paint is wet, I'm going to also do that. I'm just turning my board around, so now my hand doesn't need to be on top of any of the paint. There was a little bit of fuzz caught. Okay, hopefully, no, it's still there. Sometimes you just need to take your glasses off and make sure that whatever tool you're writing with will give you the kind of mark that you want. And that's what I like about Sakura supplies, is that they always give me great coverage and wonderful lines. Okay, so now I'm turning my thing back around. Oh snap. And I like to nestle letters, so I'm going to bring the S pretty much right up here. And my friend Judy Melvin many years ago taught me to do my S's from the bottom, and I've gotten really great results on the balance of the S that way, so I keep doing it. Usually I write the whole word and there's some fuzz on this board, and I want to keep my pen nib clean so that I don't do anything that would drag the ink out. But basically I've just done handwriting, and then I'm going back and I'm double stroking it and filling it in. And I think on the previous version I had done a different angle, because now that I'm looking at this, oh snap is taking up a lot more room. So we're just going to adjust and go back to my first layout idea, which was help us. And last time I wrote this, I ran off the page, and since you can't run off the board, I started all the way to the left. Capture and I think that I'm going to make love in the script. So this is giving you a spontaneous alternate layout. Okay, help us capture the love. And then we still need to say share your photos, but I do want to have some kind of space between. I think share your photos is a good thing, because for those of us in my generation, we wouldn't know to do that if there weren't instructions. Okay, so help us capture the love, and then we'll just write share your photos. And I'm bouncing my caps a little bit so that I can A, get a little interest, and B, nestle them together. I always like to bring the O's underneath the T. And then we'll do another. I think we'll do 2 hearts since it's a wedding and there's 2 people getting married. I feel like I need just a little bit more ink, and then we're going to do the most important part, which is the hashtag that my dad still thinks is a number sign. R Y J N I C H O L S. Ta-da! I forgot the camera. We have to add the camera, which we're going to do over here, but we need to let it dry for a minute. So I think I will go back in the meantime and do a little touch up here, because I still think that we want something a little smoother there. Okay, so now we want the little Instagram sort of thing, and I just want to make sure that this is dry because I don't want to smudge it since I don't have another board, and that is something I will share with you. If you're doing this for a friend, especially if it's a gift, make sure that you have extra boards so that if you make a mistake, you're not in a panic. But I think we can pull off a little square camera here and another sign done for Rise's wedding. Stay inspired.